All right. Yay, we're live. All right. I'm so excited to be here. So, all right. So, welcome back to my channel. I am the Black Carnivore, otherwise known as A-Day, and we have Deborah here, the Pandemic Carnivore. Yeah, hi. And we have
Hi.
and we have this amazing guest today. I'm so excited to have Raven from China talking about carnivore and fitness and his life and all the exciting things that he's doing over there. And I really want to dive right into it.
Carnivore.
Oh, I'm sorry. So I really want to dive right into it and, get a chance to start talking. So, Raven, I would love it if you could tell us a little bit more about yourself and how you ended up in China. Like, when did you go there? What happened? How'd you get there?
So I want to, y'all can hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hmm.
Okay. So I got here in China and it was January. I left on December 31st and I came to China to take a job as a classroom teacher. Even though I'm not big into being in a classroom. I've been a PE teacher for years, but I knew that the PE teacher positions wasn't going to open up until the next fall. So I just took a position as a teacher, and it took forever for me to get a call. And then they called and said, "Oh yeah, you can start. We need you to be here in December." So December came around, and then we had a visa hold up, paperwork hold up, and then literally on the day of Christmas, they said, "Hey, we need you to be here next week." Your visa paperwork came in, so December 31st, I flew out of Texas, and then January 1st, I've been in China, and then everything that happened since I've been here.
Happy New Year.
Well, that's a great way to start the new year, like a complete change, move halfway across the world, leave all your possessions behind, just start fresh.
Everything, yeah.
So,
It's
Raven,
been.
China is a huge place. Where exactly in China are you?
I'm in Inner Mongolia, called
Okay.
Shillenhut. Inner
Mm-hmm.
Mongolia. I'm up in the mountains right now. I'll be leaving here, going to a big city in 30 days. But I'm up in the mountains right now. I'm close to Mongolia, so I'm in Inner Mongolia, Shillenhut.
Wow.
Wow.
That's
Yeah. So
pretty amazing.
yeah,
So can
yeah.
you
So,
give us like a little more color of what that looks like? I mean, I
Mm-hmm.
can't picture that. I don't know what that
And
looks
if you
like.
can compare it, like if there's a comparison you have
Hmm.
with some
okay.
place in.
Whew. You know how you're traveling through, well, I'm from Texas, so you traveling, you have that little small town that you stop at because you got to use the restroom, or you heard they got a good barbecue sandwich. That's where I'm at, but just
Mm.
up, up high, up in the mountains. The snow didn't melt until the end of April, and each town is literally 2 hours away from each other. So when you leave that
Oh.
town, it's going to take 2 hours to get to the next town, and you really have to. For me, I had to rent a driver to go to the next town. Yeah, no Ubers, no Lyfts. You have to rent a driver, and then you pay extra if you want to be in the car with other people going to the next city. So every town's far apart from each other. So, and I'm right next to the desert, so we have dust storms all the time.
Wait, so I'm
So
sorry.
you're in the mountains.
Desert and mountain.
Yes, desert and
Yeah.
mountains.
Yes.
Now, now, Raven, I have to ask you this question. Have you run into many people who look like you?
I I actually work with South Africans.
Mm.
One of them is my complexion, and that is it. That is it here. And then the other ones are South African, but they are Caucasian South Africans. But it's just us two right now, and we both will be transitioning to other places soon. So
Hmm.
yeah,
And how does that? I'm nosy. How exactly does that feel?
it's fine with me. I haven't had no issue. I've only had one issue so far, just one issue. But it's different because they always tell you no matter where you go in China, if you're a foreigner, they're going to stare, they're going to take pictures of you, they're going to record you, they're going to ask to take selfies with you. Sometimes you'll be sitting there eating, and then there's a guy literally with his phone towards you taking pictures at the gym. When I first got to my new gym, the custodian, she stopped mopping just to record me. So yeah,
Oh, wow. Do you have a sense of humor, Raven?
I try to. I mean, my friends and family there in the chat, they don't think I don't, but I try to.
I did that.
It's
I did that once. Samuel L. Jackson was sitting behind me, and I was trying to get a picture with me and him. I know it was terrible, terrible manners, terrible etiquette. And I'm sorry that the cleaning lady did that to you. That was terrible.
Oh no, that's that's common. And when they do a tour at the gym, they stop by me and point. I don't know what they're saying. They point at me. I have a video. I want to I want to put it out on Instagram. Um, and I'm doing pull-ups, and literally the lady is talking to a lady. She's giving a tour, and she points to me like I'm part of the equipment and attraction.
yeah,
So
yeah.
that's common. That's real common for me. So
Wow. But you knew that you wanted to go to China, right?
um, well, I knew that I wanted to do something different, and I've been traveling a lot. I travel at least out the country 2 or 3 times a year, and China came up because it had a coaching position, a head coaching position. I really wanted that position. And then the position wasn't going to be open to the fall. So I had a choice of taking that or Korea. And then with Korea, I was going to have to be in the classroom and I was going to have to stay on campus. And I don't know if I'm a campus kind of person staying in dorm rooms in my 30s with other teachers. And then
Yeah.
the kids, they stay on campus too. I'm
Uh,
not about that life. Classroom, campus, nah.
Yeah.
So I came here and I did all my research. I did all my research for a year and then I went for it because I wanted to do something different. Now I'm here and then everything else has been, 2020.
Raven, you were definitely doing something different.
Yeah, yeah.
In the most
Now,
different time in the, entire probably millennia.
absolutely. So I am the pandemic carnivore, so I have to ask. I have to ask, Raven. You were in China, okay, when the pandemic started. What was that like for you? It's not exactly like you've got family around you, that kind of thing. What was it like for you when the world changed?
Well, first though, you had my family members. I'm about to talk about them because they're in the comments. They all gave me crap
Hi,
about
family.
And wait,
coming
hi
to
family, hi everybody in the chat room. There's a bunch of
Hi.
people here, and we actually have a whole bunch of people watching. So if you could all hit the like button so that we can push this video out and work the algorithms.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Now,
Raven.
we've lost Raven for a second. He will be back.
Okay. All right.
Oh,
Well, while he's coming back, hey Delisa, hey Black Health Media, Carnivore Mystic, Leon Mays, oh my God, awesome, Nomusa, Virginia,
oh yes.
wow, Carnivorous Lab Tech, I'm so glad you're here, that's so exciting, Blue Motivation, great to see you all, Broderick Payne, oh, I see some likes coming in, awesome, okay, Angel Life, oh, awesome, so glad you're here. Put your questions for Raven in the chat box. Let me know what do you want to know. I think his story is just fascinating, and I'm really excited. I hope he comes back.
Once again, we love questions.
Yeah. And, what I really want to hear about, I feel like in America, when we talk about like going carnivore, we're talking about like burgers and steaks and stuff like that. But in other places, we might be talking about, various other animals, different organ parts. All right. So I'm going to go and figure out what's going on with him. Deborah, take it away.
Want me to take it away? So,
yes.
Let me see if anybody has any questions. I think you know this about me. I absolutely love questions. Anybody? This is the name. 1, 2, 3, 4. Black Focus. Is he single? That is a fine question.
Very
Black
good
Focus.
question.
As soon there he is.
Oh yes, let's ask him.
Raven, welcome back.
The people that know I'm here know this. Everything is blocked. So we have to use our VPN to be able to use anything that's made by Google, Facebook, Instagram, anything. So at any moment our VPN goes out, our YouTube and videos, all that will go out. So I apologize for that. That's one of the things I'm not a big fan of, because you could be really enjoying something like even Netflix, right? The good part, VPN goes out for like 2 hours.
Ooh.
So yeah. So that's my disclaimer for everybody.
Well, we're glad you're back, Raven.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I can always hear y'all, but y'all just can't hear me or see me, but I can hear everything y'all saying.
So you heard the questions
That's
about
good.
whether you're single and
so what about that, Raven?
What your deal is?
You're 30, right? You're 30 years old. Are you single?
Well, I'm not single.
I tried.
No.
Okay, well, so Delisa wants to know. Delisa wants to know what you eat and what do you teach.
All right, so right now I'm teaching English at a training center, and then in 30 days I take over as a head coach at an international school. Here, everything is pretty much from the farm to the table, so it's a lot of pork. You get a lot of pork, a lot of chicken, and I was sending Edie a picture because you're not going to find tenderloins or pork chops. You're going to find big old slabs of pig with the skin on, and that's what you buy. That's what you eat. Beef, you're just going to be a big old piece of beef. You ain't going to have no steaks, and that's what you eat. Depends on what they killed or farmed for that day, and that's what you eat. So
my question about that, the way the food is prepared or not prepared, I mean, compared to, here in North America, we are not as connected to our food source here, right? Like we get a discussion last night, we may get a piece of meat and not even know what part of the animal it came from. Is that kind of the background that you came from? Was it a bit of an adjustment for you when you received your non-prepared meats and your little steaklets?
Yeah, it's when I was back in the States, I would go to a.
He would go to a.
He's frozen again.
I can't wait to find out what he went to.
I know. Wait, did he say that he cooks for himself or he gets food that's already prepared?
I believe that he gets the meat, but I was curious to see. Now, this is the thing. We know that he can hear us.
All right, so he's going to come back and answer those questions.
He's going to come back, so we have to make sure that But last night we did have this discussion. We talked last night about, how we are separated from our meat sources. And being carnivore, there is a bit more of a realization that we have about our food sources.
Yeah.
Right? So the discussion was that somebody bought some goat, and it was the goat.
Yeah.
The goat wasn't cut up into little goatlets. The goat wasn't. And
wait. Oh no. Are you frozen too, Deborah? Oh no, you're still there.
Oh no,
I'm going back in to fix this, so you keep going.
Okay. So anyway, as a carnivore, I'm just wondering, is anybody a bit more aware about how their food source actually gets to the table? Because for me, I am a bit more aware about it. It's not like, we're eating wheat. We know that wheat flutters in the fields. Anybody at all have any thoughts about that? And if you've got any questions at all, once again, I love to answer questions. Anybody? Let's see. Now, I cannot quite see the chat here. with the questions. Oh,
Well, I see
I don't
Virginia.
see.
You
I
don't
don't
see.
see any questions.
Virginia asked if that
Oh,
she
here we
had heard
go.
me say something. Oh, okay. Virginia, I'll come back to your question, but let's go. Let's go on back.
So, I when I was in the States, I got all my food from butchers. From the butchers, I have a close coworker who was able to get meat for me from a butcher. So I had a whole bunch of steaks and pork steaks, and then what I did was just wrap them up and I keep them in the freezer, and that lasts me about 2 weeks. Here, I go to the store to Declone, and all the meat's done by the butcher, and so it's just big old chunks of meat. They really big on mutton here, which is old goat or sheep. I don't
Mm-hmm.
like it. It tastes like old shoes. I don't like it. Um, so I don't eat it, and they make that with everything. So beef is just big old chunks of beef, chunks of pork, chicken. And they just store it right there. You pick it up, they throw it in the bag. I come home and I do cook my own food. Um, if I'm lucky enough, and I'm with one of my other foreigner coworkers, they will make me something. If they have like us come over, they'll make me just a meat dish. So.
Uh-huh.
How long have you been carnivore? When did you discover carnivore?
I have the same story as everybody else. When Dr. Sean Baker was on the Joe Rogan podcast, I watched that video and it made sense of what he was saying. So that was December uh, 2017. And then I think I tried it like around that spring of 2018 because I got tired of making 6 meals a day. I got tired of it. And the job I had at the time, I always had to be on the go, 24/7. So I was working for the state, and so it could be emergency. You get a phone call, you got to leave. So walking around everywhere with your food containers just wasn't going to work for me. So I tried it out, and I bought a whole bunch of meat, and I actually started feeling better, and my lift started to get better. And of course, you get the slack, which I'm going to do a blog about. You get the slack from your coworkers and your parents, and then the person you're dating at the time. They think it's crazy. They think, oh, that don't make sense. They think it's not healthy. And then you get in an argument, then you break up, and or you stop talking to your coworker. It's something, but it's worked for me, and that's what I think people don't understand. Do what works for you, but this what works for me, and I feel better. I was powerlifting in the afternoon when I was getting off, and I was working for the state. Um, and so I had to do something that works for me. And it has been really good because I can go somewhere, go to a restaurant and say, hey, I like a steak.
Mm.
Like, what else you want? I just want the steak. Or you go to a barbecue place, I just want ribs. And it's simple, it's easy for me than walking around, carrying around quinoa, brown rice, tilapia, asparagus. It's because you that just sits in the car while you're at work or sits in the refrigerator, and nobody wants to smell tilapia and asparagus during lunchtime. So.
Yeah. Did you have any metabolic damage at all before you started carnivore? Or was it just that you, and by the way, I've never seen this interview that everybody keeps talking about, Rogan and Baker. I've
Yeah.
never seen it. But, how were you feeling before you started carnivore?
Well, I don't have one of those stories where like I dealt with gout or had bad allergies, and I was just moody. My problem was I was just moody. I was just tired, and that's the only problem I feel has kind of changed for me. I didn't have no health issues personally. I just wanted a change because I wanted to try out to see if it works for me, and I wanted to try out. And those that think that trying something out for 30 days works, it doesn't. You need to really
Mm.
try out for a while. And I just felt better. I slept better. My mood was better. My libido was better. Okay, my mood probably wasn't that better, but that's just my personality. But I felt better, so I continued to do it. I continued to do it, and I had gained a lot of weight. Um, and I put that in one of my stories. I gained a lot of weight, and I thought going back to 6 meals a day and focusing on my training would get me back to where I used to be, but I lost the weight, but I still didn't feel better. I still felt sluggish. I'm not no longer. I was actually I did have one health issue, but that was because of me being lazy. I was borderline diabetic. I gained 40 pounds. Um, my doctor jumped in my behind, so I had to clean up my diet. But that has nothing to do with personal health issues. That's just me being straight up lazy, trying to hang out with everybody, trying to please my girlfriend at the time, and not think about me and my health needs. So
Mm.
it's just laziness. That was my problem. So I got tired of the meals. I switched to carnivore, try out for 90 days. I felt better. I kept going with it. The problem I made is when I got to China, I stopped. So I wanted
Why?
to try all the dumplings and try all the noodles and try that nasty mutton. I wanted to try all the stuff. Um, and my family and friends back home and some people down here, it didn't work for me because I got bloated and I was struggling to breathe because I live on the fifth floor. So getting up the stairs, I was winded, and then I'm in the gym, not lifting heavy. It was just a big change because I've been doing it for so long. But now I'm just trying to enjoy life because here you could order food. Like I know you got Uber Eats and all that stuff, but these guys on these motorcycles, they come to you like an hour or less. You can order groceries, you can order alcohol, you can order anything you want, and they're here in an hour. So I was just living it up. I'll have three guys show up at my door with noodles, dumplings, and ice cream because I thought I couldn't do carnivore here. Then I had a birthday coming up in April, and I'm like, wow, I'm gonna look kind of puffy for my birthday if I don't get in gear. So what I did is when we got put on lockdown, that was my lockdown to reset myself. So
Mm.
I stopped ordering the guys on the motorcycles. I stocked up on meat in my little bitty refrigerator I have, and I cooked all my food. And so I wasn't going out to eat with my coworkers. I wasn't ordering people because the guys on the motorcycles they couldn't come into my complex because of the lockdown. They can only deliver at the gate. So I have a choice. I can walk in the snow just to pick up ice cream, or I could just cook my food. So I got myself back in gear, got my little stomach back, and now I feel much better. And that's why I wrote that blog about my carnivore transformation because you will fall off sometimes, or you might go to another country thinking like, oh, I want to have all the beef noodles, but then you will look like and feel like a beef noodle, like I did. Uh,
Well, you have such an adventurous personality. I mean, it's not the most people who upend their life by moving across the world and who completely change their whole diet. Because going carnivore, I mean, that's like a big, big change. And a lot of people are sort of motivated by ill health or, some other kind of problem. But you're like one day, oh, let me just try this. It'll be fun.
yeah, that's how it was. I got so I was a coach. I was a PE teacher, and I felt like it was a rat race because I have the qualification, everything to move up and be successful. But there was one thing that was stopping me from moving up. And we know what that was because when you're trying to be a head coach for a school, and then they're like, oh, we're not going to have interviews, say we found somebody, and then you find out, oh, it's their friend that lives in North Carolina that's moving back down, so he gets a job, or it's their golfing buddy, or it's there's their neighbor, and I kept just having to stay in the same place, so I got tired of that, so I left the coaching industry, and then I went and worked for the state, and I was protecting kids. I don't know if I should say the name, but y'all know what that is. So you're protecting kids all the time, and so I went from blowing a whistle every day and having kids run laps to going to meth houses,
Mm.
going to crack houses, going to court. And that was also hard too because when your coworkers want to, after you get out of court, they want to go eat. And you have a lot of coworkers that want to be on a health kick for that week. And they're like, let's go to a salad bar. Let me do a salad bar. Then you go to the salad bar and they like ask you have you meat. They're like, oh, you don't have no meat. So you end up eating some salad and some boiled eggs, and then you feel like crap because you know you're not getting enough protein. And that was kind of like the vicious cycle. So I decided that I needed to do a complete um, U-Haul on everything. So I left that job. I wanted to go back to coaching. I wanted to go back to teaching. So I just started looking around. I was looking for Asia. Why I don't know. And well, because they pay more. I'll be honest, they pay more. So
I think that's a good excuse.
yeah. So I applied for Singapore. I applied for China and Korea, and I went for the first call, and I went for the most money. And if anybody thinks that that's not real life, that is real life. Because I left everything back at home, so I'm not gonna leave everything back at home just to come back and make less. So
Right.
that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. And then I got lazy trying to keep up with the Joneses, and it bit me in the behind. And now I got myself back in gear. I decided I'm not a big Instagram person. I'm not a social media person. People that know me know that. I hate it personally, but I am really tired of this fluff and this BS you see with these Instagram trainers, and they're giving all these um, fake news, fitness tips, and all this hope is not real. So I started writing a blog. I hate to write. I hate to write. But when it comes to talking about something I love as far as my diet, my lifestyle, and fitness, I can blog about it all the time. It won't be nice, but I can do it. And I hope to be able to have that online coaching eventually and have my blogs and my online coaching on a website, my own platform. And then hopefully I could do um, training through Zoom where I could train people back in my home country, our home country, and other places. So you can have a no nonsense. Because when I was a trainer, it was no nonsense. They know that I don't like excuses. And I feel like everybody's giving people an excuse for their lifestyle or their laziness. And I want to change that. They need to have a brother. Not saying there's not brothers on YouTube or Instagram that's no nonsense, but I want to tell from my side from somebody that was up here as far as a fitness journey, and then they fell off, then they
Hmm.
came back up, then they fell off, and now I'm back up, and now I want to talk about it and complain about it, so we can start getting results, especially in the community of the people that look like us, because we give too much excuses, too much fluff. We're so worried about our selfies instead of worrying about our health and how good we look. And yes, I believe in looking good. I
Yeah.
don't I don't I don't give a crap what anybody has
Clearly,
to
we
say.
all do,
I
which is
believe
We
in
why
it.
we're
all,
here
yes.
looking very good.
Yeah, yeah. Nobody goes on Instagram and posts their blood pressure results.
I did. I did,
Oh,
Raven.
well, I
It was
love you.
good though. It was
I
good.
love
That's
you, and
why I
that's why we
posted
on
it.
here.
Right?
That's why we're on here. I love you because people like that, but they don't talk about how healthy they are on the inside. They want people to give them likes because of their selfies or their butt photos, which is not bad. I appreciate a good butt. I appreciate a good butt photo, but that's the thing is, we all got to be. That's what we want. We all want to have some type of fitness goals, and it's not all about being healthy. For those people that are dealt with chronic illnesses, they want you to get back up to that level where they're healthy on healthy on the inside. But then eventually they're like, you know what? I still got it. I don't care if I'm 50 or 60. I'm still killing it. My mom is 60 and she is still killing it. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say you're not killing it, mom. And when I'm falling off, God, my mom would definitely tell me, you know, because she said, son, you're looking kind of full there. So
Kind of
let's just
full.
be real
Well, it's
with ourselves. We
important to
all
have a mom who speaks honestly.
yeah,
Kind of
a little too
full.
honest. So.
So
That's awesome. Wait,
I
let me
oh,
just jump in. So we
there's a
have,
question in the chat.
yeah, no, there's a ton of questions. But somebody was asking, what's the name of your blog? So should people just, you said you weren't quite out with it yet. So do you want people to just come and follow you on Instagram, or what do you want them to do?
Yes. So I want them to go to even underscore flow underscore fit. on Instagram, because I put little blogs out every Monday. I have a video blog, and I mean, I have a video. Then I put a little blog of something I'm thinking about and feeling.
Wait, I'm
Eventually, I
sorry. You
want
said even underscore what?
to flow.
I'm typing it. Underscore Raven.
FLOW.
All right, I can't do this. Somebody else is gonna have to do it. Somebody go find him on Instagram. I put your email address is already in the description box,
Yeah.
so you should be able to see that.
So even flow. It's even flow fit. There's nobody else. You see even flow fit.
Okay.
Um, so I'm an Instagram blogger, and then I just got a website I just started. Actually, it has nothing on it but a picture of some dumbbells. But I don't want to be just a person, just a writer. I do want to do my online coaching and then training, and then hopefully I can have a platform like the Black Carnivore on YouTube where I can really express myself. Because I'm not a big fan of Instagram because I got stuff to say besides in words and 60-minute videos. So that's, I mean, when I'm just less than 30 days in doing this. So I feel like the only way I can be accountable for myself is if I put the pressure on myself, because people on Instagram in the comments is gonna say, "You're not looking like your old pictures there, Mr. Evenflow." So
Beautiful fit.
yeah,
I don't think they'll say that, but I think you should definitely go onto YouTube. As soon as you're able to do that, I think it's a great place to be. But I feel like it would be really helpful to see some other kind of trainer, because I'll follow stuff. I'll follow people's like before and afters and look at them doing this exercise and that exercise. But I'm 49 now, and there's a limit to what I can do. And so sometimes when I watch these things, I'm like, I need something that is a little more tame and acknowledges the world of experience that this body has.
yeah,
Or meeting people where they are, right? That's the other one. Meeting people where they are. So there are a lot of people who are just starting this carnivore journey.
yeah,
And maybe they do want to incorporate some fitness into their life, but they're not able to run around the block 16 times or go up and down a flight of stairs. So I do think that I'm curious to know from you, though, the intersection between carnivore and fitness. I've heard some research about the difficulty for people when it comes to heavy lifting, because you mentioned powerlifting and carnivore, that they're not able to actually do it and that they need glucose in order to exert spurts of energy. But you're saying that your powerlifting improved on carnivore. So do you have any thoughts? Any you can expand on that for us?
I don't want the social media doctors to come at me, but my personal opinion about that, I think that's garbage, because I was powerlifting for a year and a half, and on my Facebook, Raven Geroid, I'm lifting 500 pounds, and
Mm-hmm.
that's a pure carnivore diet. So, like I always say, do what works for you, but that works for me because I make sure I have a good balance of fat in my diet, and um, it just works. The problem I was having is that when I was doing my workouts or doing my conditioning, I was too sluggish because I don't know, carbs doesn't sit well with me. If I have like a pizza, I can't work out the next day or the same day. I just can't. But this works for me because I get to have energy. I have my meats, I have my fats in my meats. I do love my black coffee, and I'm good to go. I can go lift, and I do fast, so I work out on empty stomach. It's nothing in my system but water and black coffee, and I haven't had issues. And I had issues with coaches, powerlifting, which I love them if they're watching, and they thought I should be on their type of diet because of what a power lifter diet, but
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't all work for me. And the problem I have now is I have people sending me messages on Instagram that want to have the online coaching, the accountability coaching, but they tell me right at the beginning, I'm vegan or I'm vegetarian. And I don't discriminate, but at the end of the day, I know what kind of challenges we're about to have, and I have not decided how I want to tackle that going forward. But I respect everybody's gangster, even though, in my opinion, the long term effect is you're not going to get to where you want to be.
Were
It's just
you
my
ever
opinion, people.
were you vegan or vegetarian? We do have a lot of people who are part of the Black carnivore community who actually came from veganism.
Well, actually, no, not at all. No, I was not one bit. No,
I wasn't either, Raven.
So
no.
what are the
I
challenge? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I did paleo. I did paleo for a while because I thought I was a CrossFitter. Um, I did some
Well, we
some
all
of
have
my
to start somewhere. Paleo is where we start, and then we head out from
yeah,
there.
some of the worst photos I have, which I've been trying to scrub off of Facebook, comes from me having a paleo diet. It's because I got a little too obsessed with the almond butter, and
Mm.
I put almond butter on everything because that's the only thing that tastes good to me instead of having just vegetables and chicken breast and pork tenderloin. But I did that for a while. Then I went back to my 6 meals a day. Then I started my fasting, and it just didn't work because when you're a power lifter and you have to be there at a certain time, and then you're getting called out because of a case by the police department or just something crazy that happened in the middle of the night, it just doesn't work for my lifestyle. So I wanted to go somewhere. I mean, I wanted to go try something that worked. Carrying this big old suitcase of 6 meals a day didn't work for me. And
Mm.
I was that gym guy that had the lunch kit with 6 containers and then a jug of water, talking about I'm about to go save kids for the state of Texas. Yeah.
Now, I know that
Well, wait,
Delisa, oh,
I have
sorry,
one
go ahead.
question. So, what were the kind of challenges that you see with people who are vegan and want to lift heavy or lift at all?
Mm.
Like, what is it that you think is going to be difficult for them?
I think getting your calories in or where you're gonna get your energy source from. People say they can get. I don't know too much about veganism. They say can get their energy from something, like maybe beans or whatever. I just don't know how compared to what you want to do. I do believe any kind of diet you follow will have a type of results, but I don't think it's gonna have the results you want to unless you're getting in that protein intake. So I don't know what kind of what do they use to get protein, but you can lose weight. You see a lot of people that lose weight, but though if you follow Sean Baker on Instagram and YouTube, Dr. Sean Baker, you see that a lot of these people look like they're very, very old. And that's just my opinion, people. You look old because y'all two ladies look like y'all in your early 30s. There's people that are in their early 30s that are vegan. They look like, I was about to say my grandma. Don't kill me. I was going to say looks like somebody's grandma.
Yeah.
But that's just my opinion.
Is
So,
it Dr. Greger you mean? Is it Dr.
Dr.
Greger?
Sean, ba- Dr. Sean Baker.
Oh, Sean,
No, she's
Sean
asking
Baker.
about the vegan doctor, Dr. Gregor or
is it
McGregor.
Dr. Greger?
Oh, no, I don't know who that is. I was
Oh,
talking about
He's a
on Dr.
popular.
Sean Baker's.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, Dr. McGregor is a popular vegan doctor that sort of is the leader of the vegan movement, and he is actually younger than me and looks like
yeah,
he's in his
and
70s.
not
and
good.
that's
Yeah.
and that's the point I'm trying to make. It might have the health benefits that you're looking for. You might lose weight that you're looking for, but you know the nice melanin, shiny skin, the less wrinkles. You ain't, well, you're not gonna get that
Yeah.
from that kind of eating lifestyle, in my opinion. But to each his own. But people gotta understand that if they follow in that type of lifestyle, veganism, they're going to lose weight, but they're going to lose water weight. I can't wait to talk about this in my next video. Um, People get on a scale talking about it, posting it on Facebook and Instagram. I'm down 10 pounds. Look at me. Whoop, whoop, whoop. You lost water weight. You lost water weight. You flushed out your system. Just like them people that do the fit teas and detox teas. You lost water weight. but they want to celebrate it and post it, but they lost water weight. But then as soon as they go and eat dinner, they come right back on. They don't go and post about that. So that's what happens with the veganism, in my opinion. They eat all this stuff and then they flush it out, and then they want to celebrate thinking they actually started a movement.
Yeah, I
But
think it's
I don't
pretty
know much about it.
amazing. I mean, it's pretty amazing what keto and carnivore plus lifting can really do for you. And when I was in my weight loss journey, I lost on keto. Um, I started lifting weights probably 3 or 4 months in. And I had been losing a little bit, of weight each week. And then I started lifting and I stopped losing on the scale at all. I mean, it was like
Hmm.
3 months. I didn't lose any weight on the scale. But to look at me, people are like, my
Yeah.
God, what are you doing? You're losing all this weight. And so I was like, okay, so each week it was like, okay, I'm just going to have to accept that I'm fine with having lost 0 pounds this week. And I
Yeah.
really had to work on my mindset and, get over it. But at the same hand, in the past, I've lost weight and, I start from big and then I get a little smaller, but same shape. And then this time it was like I went from big
Mm.
to completely different. And it was like, okay, that's better.
Too many people are obsessed with the scale. A lot of these internet trainers want you to be obsessed with the scale. If you are kind of like pushing the obese category, and remember, you don't have to be really, really big to be um, clinically obese. You will be dropping pounds. You will be dropping water weight and pounds at the beginning. But then when you start getting to like a smaller size, the scale might not move for a while. That doesn't mean it's not working. That means that what if you're doing strength training, weight training? You are trying to add muscle to your frame because that will give you that curve. Because think about this, you see the Olympics, track and field. You see the marathon runners. They all are real small, real thin, and they can run miles after miles. But then you look at how the track athletes, the 100 meters, the 200-meter track athletes run. They're nice and toned and big muscles, but they have their endurance, they have the strength, they have the power to run 100 meters or 400 meters. So it's like, do you want the frame of a marathon runner where you're just flat all over? Or do you want to have those curves where you look good in a dress or you look good in a suit or, look good in a fitted tee? You need to strength train, you need to get your protein intake, or you can go the marathon runner. No offense to marathon runners, but you know what I'm talking about. It's however you want to do it. You do need weight training and you do need to have a good amount of protein in your diet or you will just be flat and with no curves at all. And somebody big with a butt does not mean you're curvy. It just means that you have a big butt. Just want to put that out there.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Let me just jump back into the chat because we've got a lot going on in here. And again, thank you all for watching. This is amazing. And hit that like button so that we can get this out there. I really appreciate your support. So we have, let's see, Carnivore Mystic loves your personality, Deborah, says you're so funny. Yeah. Deborah is goals. I see that. And Virginia, I want to come back to your question and answer it a little while later. But don't forget, it can remind me again because I do want to answer that question. And Angel Life talks about Carnivore Cast. They did a podcast on regenerative farming, so that's really important too. And let's see. Let's see. No, there was another question in here that I wanted to answer. Let's see. Carnivore Mystic asks for everyone's zodiac signs.
Aquarius.
Gemini.
Taurus.
All right. There's a couple of Tauruses here. Nice.
You seem like a Taurus to me, Raven. You seem like
Yeah.
a Taurus. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
And I wanted to ask, this 500 pounds that you lift, like, what is that? A car? Do you do a deadlift? Like, a
It's
bear?
it's my it's my deadlift. I was doing powerlifting because I wanted to change it up, and it kind of worked with my work schedule. and the max I got up was to 500 pounds on a deadlift. I can't do it no more because I feel like if I try to do that at one of these gyms here, they're gonna ban me and kick me out as much as they want to already. So yeah, I could
Yeah.
deadlift that. I could deadlift that. Broderick Payne, I call him BA, my brother in the comments. He knows what I'm talking about. He was there. I got proof.
He was there. So
So
Raven, I
wait,
have a confession.
do you do any intermittent fasting? Sorry, real quick.
Yes,
Okay.
I follow OMAD.
Hmm.
So I eat between, like, I try to have my meal at 4 o'clock every day. But since everything just changed with my schedule yesterday, I might switch and go to a warrior diet where I fast for 20 hours and I eat during a 4 hour window. Because during that 4 hour window, um, that's going to be the time I try to cook my meal or go to the gym
Hmm.
because everything just changed yesterday with my schedule. So. But I usually follow OMAD or the warrior diet where you fast for 20 hours and you eat during that 4 hour window. So
Hmm.
definitely, I just do it for clarity and I don't have to be thinking about food all the time. And I do have a craving for chocolate a lot. And chocolate here is because it's Western, as they call it, Westerner chocolate is super expensive, super expensive. Yeah.
Well, what's the
So is that
Chinese
what keeps
chocolate
your
like?
cravings?
Sorry. No, go ahead,
Hmm?
Deborah.
Is that what keeps your cravings away? The expense of the chocolate? Like, how do you deal with the cravings?
No, if it's good, I don't care. I spend as much as I want for it. I fast, so I don't. I fast, so I'm not around it. Because if I just eat anytime I want, and I go to the store to get a gallon of water, I'm going to buy it. But like, oh, I can't eat now, so I won't buy it. I mean, I've been good as far as pushing the chocolate cravings away
Oh.
and the ice cream cravings. But that's why, like, oh, I'm gonna eat at 4 o'clock, and that's it. I'm done. Not eating no more. I don't have no time to eat no chocolate or anything like that. So
Because
Hmm.
that is a topic that has come up in our discussions, right? About
yeah, yeah.
sugar and how to stay away from the sugar, what we do when we get cravings.
I think that the sugar cravings and then the fast food. I really think that it is it's something in that, especially talking about the fast food. There's something in there that make you have cravings because you can see your endorphins rush after you have some like McDonald's fries and stuff like that, and then you keep wanting that. You want to keep want to feel that craving. You want to have that euphoria again from having McDonald's or chicken nuggets or Pizza Hut because that's what they have here. They have three Westerner places in this town: KFC, McDonald's, and Pizza Hut. And so that was my cheat meal. Um, and it came into a cheat day, and then it became into an everyday. So I can't do it. I just can't even have it at all. So I really think it's something in the food that makes you want to crave that more and more. And so I don't have when I get a Snickers, I don't get a Snickers. I get a bag of Snickers, and I will eat that whole bag. I'm talking about all 24 pieces in that day. So
And
thank
still
God
want
I
more,
don't.
Raven. Still want
Yeah,
more.
thank God I have no kind of vices or no kind of addiction like alcohol or drugs, because I'd be screwed. If because the way I eat that chocolate in one day is it's it's embarrassing. So
Mm.
I just cut it out completely. I've cut out um, junk food. I've cut out fast food. I've cut out sweets. I can't handle it because I am a stress eater, and my family and friends they know if I'm stressed out or worry about something because I always analyze and think it. I need to go get a large Oreo ice cream or Snickers, something like that, some chocolate, and I would tear it up because I'm trying to mask my problems by eating this food, and then I go take a shower in our little bitty shower slash bathroom thing we got going on there. And I look at myself and I'm like, you're such an asshole because you know better. You can't be going online preaching about being healthy and making smart choices, but you got chocolate hanging from your mouth.
That's what I was
So
like
I
when I
just,
was paleo. When I was paleo, I still had urges for sugar. And I would go to an event and I'd be like, well, I'm still paleo while I'm scarfing down these
Yeah.
cookies or something like that. I just couldn't control the sugar either. And I have to abstain from it completely.
And that's the problem I have here because we have a owner who likes to take out um, he likes to take out everybody to go eat, and the way they eat is a big giant round table, and they just bring food, and the table spins around. You can move the table, and it's anything you want. He just goes crazy with it, and so they have like these kind of like donuts because there ain't no donuts, real donuts here. All the donuts here got some fruit in it, and you dip in the honey, and it's like amazing. But the thing is, I'm acting like I'm at Ryan's or Golden Corral, just stuffing my face, forgetting that I follow a different type of eating lifestyle. But you don't want to be that guy that looks like this, saying, I just eat meat. You don't want to be that person because they're already looking at you upside your head because of where you're from, because of how you talk, um, and don't want to, really kind of bring the attention to myself. But I'm over it because I'm tired of feeling like crap. So like I said, that's the reason I got on Instagram so I could make everybody else accountable for they f ups and to make myself accountable. So you
Well,
gotta. Some people just can't handle treats, and I am definitely one of them.
so how do you handle your emotions? Because I mean, we are going through stressful times, obviously. What do you do now?
Cuss.
Okay.
Cuss it works.
Um, yeah, I go to the gym. I gotta tell you about my gym schedule because it's not ideal. That was the one issue I had. The one issue I had in China is because of the gym. But I go work out or I go on YouTube, watch some videos, and some of the people I do follow on YouTube and respect to calm my nerves. I like to kind of decompress and just think about it. But let's be honest, people know me. I'm still gonna be mad about it for a couple of days. So I still trying to find um, what can kind of help me de-stress because, like I said, I'm about to move to another city and
Mhm.
with everything that keeps popping up because you have the global bastard. I don't want to get nobody demonetized on YouTube. Um,
Thank you. I
global
appreciate
bastard
that.
back in the United States, that keeps coming up. But then you have people, the city I got to go through to get to my next city. We've had some cases come back up also, and you're like thinking like, what happens is as soon as it's time for me to go, everything shuts down again. So I've been
Mhm.
stressed out about that because it's a big deal for me to leave, be in a bigger city with better Wi-Fi and food and be by the water. But what happens if the airport shut down again? So, it's a lot of prayer and a lot of cussing and patience right now. So I still haven't found that de-stress, but I do know changing my diet, cutting out junk, processed food, sugar, trying to keep up with the Joneses, going out to eat where everybody, eating where everybody else eats. I do feel better mentally and definitely prayer. I feel better mentally. I still got the stress. I'm still overthinking things. Oh, and putting my feelings in a blog or a video, that's also helped me out because I got stuff to say. And that's how I kind of calm my nerves and stuff.
Mhm.
Hmm. Well, I love
So,
that.
yeah.
I love that, and I look forward to seeing more of your videos. I think that's really cool. I like it. I really enjoy having this YouTube channel, and it's been a lot of hard work, but it's really been fun, and so I really look forward to your stuff. So let's see. We have a few more things here. Let's see. Black Health Media asked. Oh, if you had heard, there's a power lifter who's vegan, Patrick Baboumian. I don't know if you were familiar with him. You
No, I
might,
don't follow them.
yeah,
No, I just don't. I mean,
yeah.
I'm really anal about the people I follow now. I was one of those guys that followed every single person, and I feel like a car salesman. I'm gonna talk about this in my next blog, but I'm going to talk about fitness motivation in the blog. I wrote it like 2 weeks ago. It's like we're sitting here and we be obsessed with these people that don't give a crap about us, like these power lifters and these vegan power lifters. I'm not going to follow them because at the end of the day, they're going to get on a live and we're going to give them a thumbs up and go like hi or say my name. But at the end of the day, they on their own fitness journey, and however they got there is however they got there. So I think in our community, we need to make our own journey and work together, and be our own motivation. I'm my own motivation. People like, who's your role model? Who you look up to? Me, the mirror, because that's the only person that's going to be honest. Well, my mom, she's going to be honest with me too. But the mirror is my fitness motivation. Looking good naked is my fitness motivation, not the next power lifter or fitness model. Because I used to do that. I used to have these fitness models all over my laptop, all over my phone. And when I was in a relationship, they're like, "Who is that? Who is that?" I'm like sitting here arguing about why I should have this person who will never talk to me, never give me a time of day, don't even know my name, but I'm sitting here arguing with a girl about why this woman is on my screensaver. So I got rid of all that. My motivation is me and being healthy and getting to a place where I have a balance with my stress, my eating lifestyle, my gym schedule, and my new business venture. So I don't follow, especially nobody vegan. No offense. It's just it won't work for me. I'm just very picky about following these internet trainers and social media people. I'm I'm gonna be cautious about that because I don't want to get caught up in that. Because I have people that DM me or they hit me up on Facebook and they're like, "What do you think about?" They're like, "Raven, what do you think about this workout?" And it's this workout from your internet celebrities, and people want to follow it. But what about everything else that's going behind doors? What are they eating? Are they going? What? Who's their nutritionist or dietitian? You see the workout, but you don't see all the other stuff happening behind the scenes. Some of these people have cooks in their home. So if you want to follow somebody real in their journey, there's two people I'm on live with right now talking to. That's real people you should follow, not the person that posts a workout that everybody supposed to do the same damn workout and eat the same damn thing. That's not real. So I just don't follow people. Oh, because he's a power lifter and he's vegan or whatever. I don't do that no more. I respect you because of your brand and what you have to say and how you interact with the people you deal with on social media. And when you do make workout plans or diet plans, are they tailored to you? Because I can make a website now and just write a diet plan and say, here you go, $25, everybody, same plan, everybody gonna do the same thing. It's not real. It's fake. It's fake news.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we have Laura Good in the comments who says, "Good luck on your move," and she's a keto carnivore in Shenzhen, China. Do you know
Hmm.
where that is?
I I definitely know there. I want to personally. I want to live there. Um, I interviewed there back in February, actually, um, because I think the city's awesome. They're the city is very up to modern day standards. And when I mean modern day standards, I'm talking about like you could do a lot of business between the United States and that city. But they made me interview. I had 4 interviews with that place. Four, for a training center. Four. It's because what it was, and this is my opinion, they knew I was qualified, but they didn't really want me, but they're like, let me just keep him alone until we could find the other person. And then
Mm.
that same recruiter that had me um, was dragging me along, like, oh, they want you to do a sample. Oh, they want a sample of your teaching. Can you make a video teaching? And then that same recruiter went online and says, hey, now hire in Shenzhen, blah, 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 this school, um, looking for a white male, looking for a white female. But they were just keeping it along until they were able to find that. And that's the problem I have. So I wanted to live in Shenzhen, but kind of got my heart broke because just tell me that that's not what I'm not what you want. Instead of four interviews,
Wow.
4 interviews to teach English, to teach
Wow.
goat and cat in basic sentences. So that's what happened. So that happened in February.
Man, I'm really
So
Ouch.
sorry about that.
That
yes,
hurts.
so I had to order 2 ice creams. I was pretty upset.
Yes. That
I'm so
hurts.
sorry. That really does
So,
hurt.
and this is my recruiter for
Mm.
the same school, saying this is what they're looking for in their requirements. So yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
So,
Hmm.
well, it's real. It's real.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, it's very very real.
There's a lot of people who don't think it's real,
it's
but
real.
it's real. Um,
You have no idea.
yeah, yeah. Well, so what kind of support do you have out there? I mean, are there, I don't know, expats groups that you hang with, or are there any other Black people in the broader Asia world? 'Cause I started
Uh,
following this YouTube channel, the Black Experience Japan, and it's a
oh,
Jamaican
he's
guy.
awesome.
Yes, I
He's awesome.
love I love it. I have like no desire to move to or visit like
Hmm.
Asia, but I love watching his shows.
I have a good friend in Shanghai. We talk on there. You know how people have WhatsApp and Skype. Well, in China they use WeChat, so we talk on there. I have my coworker that looks like me from South Africa. All my other coworkers, all the other foreigners, are still stuck in their home country. They've been stuck since the pandemic because as soon as it hit, everybody was on vacation. Since I got here, they still had my passport, so I couldn't go on spring holiday for Chinese New Year because we had both me and my coworker had just arrived, so we couldn't take the whole month off. They had our passport to make our residence card. So every single foreigner that was here at this job is gone. It's just been us two
Mm.
and the former foreign manager, another South African lady. It's just been us three for since the second week of January. So we don't have, and there's no other people here that looks like us in Inner Mongolia that I know of. Definitely not in this city or the other city I was in, Shiwu. So I talk to family. I look at YouTube. I run a Black in China um, group on Facebook with our brother from Africa. He gave
Wow,
me an opportunity.
that's pretty interesting.
Yeah,
It is.
yeah. I'm one of the administrators for that group. This is I don't want to butcher his name. He started the group on Facebook, and then he's looking for people to be administrators because he's busy. And so I want administrators for that group. So you have all these people that want to be in the group, and we have just like real groups on Facebook. You should have rules and regulations and criteria to be in this group. So you have these people that are not black in China. They're talking about, I'm not black and I'm not in China, but I want to help or I want to support your cause. And they put in requests to be in these groups. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I get
All right.
maybe 15 a day of these people. They want to be in this group, but
Who
they're
have nothing.
nothing. Some are not even so, and then they're Chinese nationals, but they're just like, I just want to help, or I want to learn from y'all, or I want to interview. I want to interview y'all.
Oh,
No,
okay. All right. Okay. All right.
yeah. And so I try to be as nice as I can. So sorry, we can't do it. But then there's other administrators in the group, and they're like, accept everybody. And then next thing you know, you have all these people um, asking for interviews and wanting to know our experience and the struggles that we've been through since we've been here. Why does everything got to be a struggle just because we have this group?
Yeah.
I didn't make up the group, but these people want to interview you and help the cause like we're struggling. That's why we made this group. No, we made this group because we are literally black in China. Nothing. It's in the title. Just like I had somebody ask me about like, but why is it the black carnivore? I don't know. Maybe because she follows a carnivore lifestyle and she's black. There's nothing else to it. There's no hidden meaning about it.
Yeah.
It's black and white. But I actually had two people ask me that when I put out the posting. But why that has to be the title? Or why are you talking about being black in China? Because I am genius. It's
Well, I kind of
uh,
wondered about whether I should title it that. I mean, I did really actually ponder that, but that was something that I really thought was interesting and wanted to hear from you about. I think living in China already is interesting, but then being black is even more so. I mean, it's not like that's super common. And then I don't even know what it's like, in terms of the relationship between China and, various countries in Africa and how many people are coming over from those places and what that's like in comparison. I mean, you're American, which is, also different. So,
yeah. The YouTube channel, the Black Experience, is one of the ones that kind of I ain't gonna say one. It was the main one that motivated me. That Love Crossing Borders, Ace Live, those brothers are living abroad, traveling and documenting their journeys. And that motivated me because I do want to document my journey. I want to talk about carnivore lifestyle, fitness lifestyle, living abroad. How can you make it work? Because a lot of people just like myself, I did. I'm guilty. Gave up on my lifestyle because I got here because I was trying to keep up with the Joneses. So I do want to document all that, not on Instagram, but that's what I'm doing now. And those are the YouTube personalities that makes me want to talk about this. There's a lot of restrictions here, a lot of stuff you can't talk about. I wouldn't be surprised if I got an email or a phone call or somebody knocking on my door because the reason my Skype was dropping is because I had my VPN on, so I turned it off. Now it works perfect. So I don't know. I might get a phone call.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So like I can't
interesting.
I can't see none of the chats because YouTube is not allowed here. But Skype works, thank God, and Zoom works without my VPN. But I haven't been able to see the chat because it's off because of my VPN. So they will contact you if you say something that they don't agree with. And I've had it happen, not to me, but I've had it happen to a friend in China. They were talking about the global bastard, and they got a message. It was in Chinese, but they got a message about it. That's probably them now. Oh, no, that's my Bible app. Um, so
Right.
you got to be careful. You got to be careful
All
what
right,
you
I'm
say. But I
saying
do want to
prayers for
document.
you right now that
Yes,
we have
me
not
too.
done anything to endanger
I
you.
did it. I mean, it. At the end of the day, I am not bashing where I'm at. I am very grateful and blessed to be here. But I do want to document my fitness journey. I do want to document everything. I don't have to bash the place to document, but certain things have happened to me that I want to say. This gym I'm at, I love my gym. People ask me on my DMs, why don't you put fitness videos up at the gym? Because I'm hurry up minority, a foreigner in the gym, and my gym I'm at right now, they told me, and a lot of people know the story, that I got into it with somebody my first day there because he asked me, he couldn't speak, we didn't speak the same language, so he asked one of the guys that did speak to speak to me, where am I from? He said he's from America. How long he's been here? He's been here since January 1st. Oh, okay. He needs to go. And so this old man, he doesn't work there. I got my gym membership. I pay. He wants me to leave. He is like literally pointing, and he was on the other side of the room, kicking a bag and pointing at me, and then getting these other guys to come around because he's like, I don't want him here because he's American, and somebody else's president is talking bad about China. So
Wow.
Oh,
I
God.
I got yeah, I had to leave the gym because of who the United States president is and what he said about another country. So it was a big issue with that. My coworker who is a national here talked to the owner. The owner wanted to give me my money back and say, we're giving your money back and we'll give you 50% more. They're going to actually pay me more to leave.
To
And I'm
leave.
like, yeah.
Wow.
Even they're gonna pay you to leave.
Yeah, you get your full refund plus 50% more if you leave. I'm like, no, no, I'm not. So the deal is, as long as I go to the gym before 1 o'clock, I'm good. So that's the agreement that we made here. Yeah. And so I try to look for other gyms, but as soon as you say he is a foreigner from America, uh, because either president or because of how bad everything's going on back at home. And that's what I deal with. So now that all of a sudden we're back in the classroom, I had to try to, and our break for the day is literally at 12:30 now. I gotta see how I could make this work with my gym because gyms here, they're open at 9, close at 9. There's no 5 o'clock in the morning or 24 hours. And some gyms they take a 3 hour break during lunch. Yeah, that's common here. A lot of shops close at lunchtime in my city. I'm talking about if you want to go print something, go buy a laptop, you have to come. You can't come at lunchtime. It's closed. Luckily, my gym is open at that time. There's only one gym that's open during lunchtime, but I need to be there and work out before 1 o'clock because I guess the crowd cannot see me because they're mad at United States' president.
I'm Canadian, Raven. I'm
Oh
Canadian. I'm in Toronto.
I
yeah,
am so sorry. Just so
yeah.
sorry. Wow.
That's another reason I'm going to another city. Um, I mean, it's not because of that. It's just where the position I'll be working, I have an actual work schedule that's kind of like common. You know, you show up at school
Mhm.
at 7, you leave at 4, you can go to the gym. It's a lot more foreigners there, people from Canada, South Africa, um, London. It's a lot more people there, so they'd be common to seeing that. At the school I'm going to, there's some more melanated people there, so I look forward to that and have a regular schedule because going to the gym before 1 o'clock has its issues. And then since all of a sudden we're back in the classroom starting today, it's like it kind of changes everything because we've been teaching online since February. So yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna ask them. I'm gonna have my coworker ask the managers if I could come later now because everything has calmed down here. Because it wasn't about the pandemic. They try to talk about it's a pandemic, but no, it's because of whatever the president said about this country at the time. I'm getting the brunt for it. Never in a million years did I think I was gonna get the brunt for something he says.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's right now, you're 12 hours ahead of us. So it's morning time. So you're going to work today?
Yes, we're actually returning to work today for the first time in months. We've been teaching online for the whole time, but we're actually going back. Like I had a class this morning at 8:30, but my coworker from South Africa is going to cover that class for me because I told her I have something very important.
Oh
And
my
y'all just
God.
pop.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We are important.
And so they're going to cover it because I mean they literally just popped up on me like school's open. Government says school can open back up. We start work tomorrow. Students will be back tomorrow. What? So, but I thought I can't. I have something very important I got to do. So I'm here.
Well, thank
We're
you.
important, Dee. We're important.
I so
Hmm.
appreciate it.
Oh yeah, it's no problem. No
Yeah.
problem at all.
So we have had a ton of people watching and in the chat. Don't forget to hit the like button, to help this video get out there. And man, I just have really enjoyed this conversation. And there is a ton of comments and talk in the chat. People, really distressed and sorry about,
Mm.
that situation. And, you know, 45 messes it up for Americans in other countries. Yeah, it's outrageous. And we have a lot of members from, well, all over the world, and some from Kenya, and yeah, so they're even racist in Kenya, like how you be a racist away from home. Yeah, that's what Black Focus said. So yeah, so we are with you, and we are here to
Mhm.
support you, and we're trying to support all of the people who are Black and carnivore. And there's nothing wrong with us having our own private space to talk. Nobody has to be there. supervision, and we don't need people, doing any of those sorts of things. So, we are here for you, and you are always welcome and part of the Black Carnivore family.
Yeah, I actually, it's I do have to I have to give credit to you for a lot of things, but one of the main things is I actually had carnivore athlete on my fitness blog on Instagram, but I had took it off because I didn't want the vegan mafia to come at me, or I have family members that are trainers, and I know that they don't follow that lifestyle and they don't teach their clients that lifestyle. So I took it off. But then after I got to meet you and talk to you um, on social media, it's like, you know what? At the end of the day, this works for me. My motto is no matter what you do or how you do it, just keep it sexy. And this works for me. So I
Yeah.
put it back on there because I didn't want the vegan mafia to come at me. But I don't care because this will works for me. And I feel like if a doctor tells you that, hey, you need to do this, and that, and you will get rid of these ailments, you're going to do it. And I've got rid of a lot of stuff. It's kind of calmed my nerves. I'm not stressed about food all the time. Fasting has helped me not have cravings all the time. So it works for me. It might not work for them, and I won't push it on any of my clients that I train. But if they ask, I will educate them. If they ask about maybe veganism, I'm gonna say, I'm sorry, I don't want to tell you nothing wrong because I haven't researched that. I don't follow people that do that, so I don't want to tell you wrong just to make a buck. Do that research. But I'll help out with other stuff as far as getting your body right where you're happy and content looking in the mirror after you take a shower. Because I think that's your real fitness motivation, not somebody flexing on Instagram talking
Yeah.
about buy my plan for 25.99.
Yeah. And I also have to
Yeah.
consider, like, how much work do I want to put into this? Like, I might want to have a body like J Lo, but the work that's required to get there is beyond what I want to do in my day-to-day life. So it's helpful to stop watching some of these influencers, because it's just like I'm not willing. Like, I have other activities. I have a life, a job, and things I want to do, and you know it's just not going to work.
I funny story. I had an old friend. We're not friends no more because we got into a big old fight. He told me that you're never going to be a fitness model and you're never going to date a fitness model, and you need to get over this dreams and grow up. I was 27 at the time, and I'm
This is
37
a
by the way.
friend.
Yeah, I mean we got into it big time because our girlfriends at the time got into it, and so he was taking shots at me, and he sent that text message, and like it broke my heart, it hurt my
Yeah.
soul, but now looking back at it 10 years later, he's right. I wanted to be with who I had on that screen, and I wanted to look at who I was reading in these magazines. But it doesn't all work like that. I need to be my own best version of myself. And if I ever talk to this cat again, I would say, you know what? You hurt me to the core, but you were right. You were right. We have this expectations of wanting to look like the next person, but we can work ourselves to be the best version of ourselves, number one, but we also can inspire people that look up to us because the black carnivore is reachable. Pandemic carnivore is reachable. Y'all very personal people. People can send y'all messages. People can make comments in the chat. Y'all are reachable. The people I wanted to be like, the people I wanted to look like, the people I wanted to be with, they're not reachable because I'm
Mm.
not in a pay grade or I don't have as many followers as them. So they're not gonna give me that time of the day. But people like y'all and myself, we are the realistic people that have had our ups and downs, and we had to find out what works for ourselves. So I had that pipe dream. I've had that pipe dream. I've ruined a lot of relationships because of that pipe dream, trying to be the next fitness model, you know, and I have to do what works for me. And I think I look good, but I still got a lot of work to do for me to look good.
Raven,
Next.
you've already been told you look good.
Yeah, you look good. You
You
got
look good.
fans.
You've
But
got
man, your heart is huge, and that is probably the most attractive part about you. And you have way more grace and just kindness towards that person who was so cruel to you.
mm,
Oh,
So
I'm sorry. That hurt my soul. It hurt my soul.
yeah.
Oh, he also said,
yeah,
he's like, your name is not Raven, it's Roy. Stop trying to be somebody you're not.
Mm,
Yeah,
mm,
he
sounds
hit
like
me.
somebody was
He
jealous.
he was a best friend. He was a best friend at the time. That man, he hurt my soul. He talked about my nickname, which is the name I've been going by since I was little. He hit me with everything. I mean, it was knockout punch. But at the end of the day, it's realistic, and I think a lot of people that are older than us or younger than us, they have those pipe dreams, and we need to get these people to understand that are starting maybe this eating lifestyle or get into fitness or wanting to bounce back. No, you can't look like you did in high school. I don't want to look like I used to do in high school. I had abs for days, but I was too small. I didn't have no calves. Um, I like how I look now, 250 pounds of sexiness. I'm very happy with it, but I want to always try to improve. I want to still learn knowledge about my eating lifestyle so I can balance the stress. I still want to continue my fitness journey. I still want to coach people and train people. I can't train people face to face here. Oh, I actually got offered a job to work at the gym. The gym I can't come in past 1 o'clock and train people. Yeah, yeah. I turned it down because I you're gonna upsell these people so you can have the American attraction training you, even though there's there's no foreigners here, so there's not too much speaking English for outside of the children that we teach, but the ages for them are like 15 and down. So these people I was going to be training in the gym, they're just coming there for attraction. These people are going to make all this money off of me, give me some
mm,
give me some crumbs, saying, "Hey, you really want to train? Got this guy. He lifts a lot of weight. He's American." That's that's how they do it. So I want to make my own path. It's never too late. What was it, Lady Black and Keto?
Yeah, black and keto. Uh-huh.
That was posted yesterday. Yeah, she's
Yeah.
killing it,
Yep.
killing it,
Absolutely.
killing it. And it's never too late. It's not. She's killing it. She's not posting. She's posting her success story. She's not posting, oh, this is my goals in life, and this is some random person on there. You know, she is killing it, and it's another person. I always talk about her glasses. I can't remember, but she's killing it. It's a lot of people that I admire um, on Instagram. If you notice, if I follow you, it's because I admire what you do and your passion, and I love it. Some of y'all just post pictures of food, but I love it because you're showing that you have dedication to it. And if I don't follow, there's nothing against it. I haven't got to it. Remember, VPN doesn't work all the time. But I want to make my own path. I want to give fitness advice without the BS. And that's why I started Even Flow Fit. I call it a blog. You know, when people ask me, you have a blog, but where's your website? It hurts. Because I can't make a website right now. I did. I had a friend back in the States who made my blog. It says Even Flow Fit. I don't know. She made it. I don't know what else it tells it. I just know it's a picture. And I don't know if I'm gonna be writing a whole bunch of stuff, but I hope to have it where I can build a community of people where I can have my nutritional advice for those that choose not to follow my eating lifestyle, my fitness advice, and then a blog about realness because I'm going to put
mhm,
out video about fitness and relationships, fitness and friends, fitness and co-workers, and people's fake fitness motivation. Like if you see people like um, Pandemic Carnivore or the Black Carnivore or Black and Keto, that should be your fitness motivation because it's real life.
mhm.
Actually communicate with you. So that's what it is
All
to
right.
me.
Well,
That's
I'm your first customer. I need some training.
oh, thank you.
Yeah.
So,
Absolutely. I mean, my motto is, and I'm a little apocalyptic about it, but I'm like, to me, fitness is if you can run a mile carrying a backpack, a baby, and a weapon. Like, that's the level of fitness that you need in life. And then
yeah.
everything over that is just, that's extra.
Well, people have let's see, what is it? Work, work, live, sleep, repeat. No, fitness is life. It's not separate. Fitness is life. Life is fitness. Too many people want to separate that. You know, my schedule today will be to go to work, go to the gym. It's not like people ask you what you do today. Typical day. It's not, oh, I went to work, I went to the gym. No, that's what everybody knows my routine is, to go to the gym. So I need to tell people, oh, I went to the gym today. People are so happy that they went to the gym for the first time in 3 months. Who cares? Just go to the gym, because your fitness should be your life. Stop trying to separate it. You should be able to eat, sleep, and breathe fitness. Doesn't mean you go to the gym 6 days a week. It means that you are always trying to better yourself and take care of yourself no
Mm,
matter. It could be in your living room, in your garage. God, I miss having a garage. It could be, just make it part of your lifestyle. Stop trying to categorize it as work, gym, life, family. Make it all one thing, because you need to go to work to pay bills. You need to go to the gym or make healthy choices at home so you can make it to work, and you can
mhm,
get up them stairs and work. And then for your family, you want to be healthy so you can be around for your family for a very long time. So it's all one thing, fitness and life.
I
I just totally believe that. But I've fallen off. The reason I started this blog is because I fallen off. The people that were around me in 2019, 2018, when I was trying to switch into this carnivore lifestyle and then powerlifting, I made a mistake. I shouldn't have did powerlifting. I gained a lot of weight because I thought I wanted to lift the most heaviest weight. I wanted to go to a competition and impress myself on how much I can lift. But when I was doing that, and my family can tell you, I couldn't find it. I didn't have a six pack. I had a keg because I was trying to get to the next big lift. But that only can
mm,
go so far, where I can lift heavy, but I can't play sand volleyball on the weekend. I don't play sand volleyball. But if I wanted to, I couldn't. So I want to be able to have those options by taking care of myself and making sure I'm healthy and I have the conditioning I need, and trying to not sabotage myself, but making decisions as far as trying to put on weight just so I can lift all this heavy weight wasn't working for me
mm.
anymore, because at the end of the day, when you're not in a competition and you're all big and puffy, they're like, oh, so what do you do? I'm a power lifter. Oh, okay. Have you competed? Have you competed? No, not yet. Oh, okay, when's your next competition? Oh, I haven't scheduled it yet. You just you just you just look like a fat ass making excuses. Like people people talking about, I'm gonna do my next I'm gonna hit it hard after the holidays. So basically saying you're gonna get fat as hell and then have to fix that plus all the other stuff you had. It just drives me insane. So I have no excuses. I effed up pretty bad. I tried to keep up with the people here, change my diet lifestyle, gain weight. I gained weight when I was powerlifting. Now I'm trying to fix my mistakes, and I'm gonna call people out on their mistakes, and I'm gonna put videos out about my mistakes I made when I first became a trainer over a decade ago. I made a lot of mistakes. I used to tell my clients that we can't work out unless you have gloves on. I mean, it's so
Mhm.
many mistakes I made. I mean, I love having calluses and stuff in my hand because I know I'm doing something, but I used to not let my clients work out without gloves. It was stupid. So I'm always trying to educate myself and be better and admit my mistakes. So I'm on social media, on the Black Carnivore, talking about I have effed up plenty of times with my diet. I have effed up plenty of times with my workout conditioning, but I plan to fix it. I have no excuses. One excuse: I was lazy. That's all I got.
Well, I really appreciate your candor, and it is super, super inspiring, especially, we've all had that, situation where we fell off track and things got, away from us. And sometimes it's really hard to get that momentum back. So it's really, really inspiring to hear you and, and how committed you are. So thank you so much. Now, I want to be respectful of your time. It is now 8:30 in the morning for you. So, I know that you gotta get to work, but so I want to be able to wrap up in time for you. But is there anything else that you'd like to share with us before we go?
Well, first, I appreciate the time, and I hope to be on the Black Carnivore as a regular. I'll make it. I'll make the time happen. Um, and I'm at Even Flow
You
Fit.
got likes just as you said that. People are really happy to hear that.
Mhm.
People want you back.
Well, I mean, it's your platform, so trying to. I appreciate being on your platform and talking to y'all. I hope to be on here as a regular and to contribute and help out the cause. I will be begging and pleading with you behind the scenes to start a group. I would love to manage that group because I know you're probably more busier than me. Because I think we do need a platform where we can talk amongst each other, especially for those that can't get on live and they had to catch it later.
Hmm.
And I'm, I put out blogs every Monday. I just made that up that I do every Monday, but I'm gonna say it now. I do every Monday.
Now
I
you're
put out,
committed.
yeah, I know, and videos and about what's going on in the fitness world and community and people's excuses at Even Flow Fit on Instagram. Oh, I'm on Facebook, but I don't have Even Flow on Facebook yet. At Raven Geroid, I don't really post too much unless it's a workout or I'm supporting my family member who has a gym in Houston. She's amazing. And that's all I got. Oh, stop with the excuses. We got too many excuses and get get quick fix schemes. If you want to try a different lifestyle as far as your eating, you try it. If you're not educated about it, ask somebody that you can relate to. It might not have to be somebody that looks like us, but just think about it. You know, we might be able to respond to you a little bit quicker and faster as far as eating advice or fitness advice because we can relate. We were just in your shoes a couple of years ago, or in my case, a couple of months ago when I fell off. We can relate to you sitting here paying money and going on a website hoping that this random woman gives you a shout out on her Instagram live because you paid her $100 for this generic fitness meal plan that she stole out of Oxygen magazine. If you have questions, ask for help. If
We
you have
love
fitness,
questions.
Hmm.
ask for help. And if it's not the lifestyle for you, that's fine. You can still ask questions and learn. Because I get tired of people looking at me upside my head because of what I eat. I don't say nothing about what you eat, so get out my plate.
Absolutely. And I
Oh,
definitely see there's talk in the chat box that people would love to have a group. So I know that there is a need and a desire for that sort of communication. So I will say that I am working on a website. I do want to launch it the end of next week, and I do want to create that
woo!
space. So yeah, and you are absolutely a mod. So, because we're gonna definitely need that kind of moderation. But like,
But I
so
got
I'm
a
gonna,
question about that.
huh, yeah,
Are you going to let people in that group because they want to help and support
no,
our cause?
no, no,
If
Oh,
yeah,
oh,
yeah. So I'm looking. I don't want to totally alienate allies, but we do need a space that is for us and that it provides the safe place that where we, can get the support that we need. So we will have that. We will always have that, and it will be available to any Black carnivore. And but then I will create other alternatives for for other people who want to be involved in other ways. But we have our space, guaranteed. Yes.
I love it because I sure was going to be trying to bribe you and beg you behind the scenes because we
Yeah.
do need it. I was
Yeah.
on social media looking groups, and there's no groups like that. And I think because you have, like I said, I wanted to make that kind of group, but then I looked up the name to see if there's a group like that, and your beautiful mug popped up. So I didn't want to
Yeah.
steal that from you. So then I started stalking you on Instagram to see if I can probably convince you to make the group and
Yes.
let me be a part of it because
We are
we,
here.
we
Yes.
need a we need a
Yeah.
space like that, and we also need people to understand that please reach out to the people that are attainable and that's going to tell you the truth about life and your lifestyle without the BS. Because I know I could have got on here and talked about all the bells and whistles of being in a different country, which it is great. But I do have issues. We do struggle with things here,
Mm.
and that's just real life. And I feel like people on social media don't talk about real life.
Yeah.
They talk about what's PC, and they talk about what's not going to get them in trouble or what's not going to get somebody not giving them a like. So
Hmm. Yeah. Well, yeah, and we do have to pay attention to that. I mean, since I started talking about racism in the carnivore world, I lost a lot of followers for sure. I also gained a lot, who also came out and talked about their experiences. So, I think that we have to be kind of fearless in what we believe in and what we stand for, and even if we do lose people, we activate the people who do believe in what we believe, and build an even greater level of loyalty and trust. So yeah, but
yeah, it blows my mind how being honest about something is now considered a bad thing. Um, if you experience something happening to you, you have experienced it, and you talk about what you experienced, people get mad at you and want to unfollow. I don't care if you unfollow me. I don't even like that platform. I don't like none of them. I do. I love YouTube. I love me some YouTube. I wish they gave me endorsements. But I don't care. If you don't follow me, I had people unfollow me when I put out that post about excuses about expectations versus reality. I guess I was a little too blunt, but it's true. And then if something's happening in the world that actually happened, you talk about it. I don't understand why you gotta be censored. I got told I can't work out past 1 o'clock because of the president. That happened. That's true. So I talk about it, but I'm not supposed to say that because it's wrong or it's offensive. Then don't do it.
yeah,
Don't do stuff like that if you don't want people to bring it up. Don't be racist um, in a certain different eating community or lifestyle community if you don't want that. I'm part of a lot of teachers groups um, on social media, and the most bigoted and racist comments on there come from people from the same country as me, and we're in expats in China groups or expats all over the world group, and them the ones that have the most comments towards you. Not the nat people think it's the nationals, the people that live in their country. No, well it's them too. But you have people that live in the same country. It was somebody that blasted because we had like we should start a people of color group, and then like put this long rant about why you need to start people of color, y'all ignorant, and blah 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 blah. This same person lived in the same city I lived in Austin. Blasted us because we're ignorant and we're part of the problem because we want to have a people of color group. Some people experience different things. I've never seen a job post from a recruiter in Asia that says we're looking for melanated people. I haven't, but I see groups talking about come join our team. We have over 20 white nationals, not white nationals. Yeah, it says white Americans or white people from London. Come join our team, and then a big old picture of them lined up, and they're like, come join our team, and then they say this is what we're looking for. But I've never seen a post that we're looking for melanated people
Mm.
or people of color. Don't ever see that.
yeah,
But I
But
can't.
we
We
are.
can't talk about that.
We
Yeah.
are.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
We're
We
calling
are
you.
the black.
If
We
you
are
are
calling
watching
you.
this, if you are watching this and you are, you feel like you're out there alone eating this way or considering eating this way, we're calling you. We take
We are
all
calling
Yep.
types,
you the
all
Black
meat
Carnivore
eaters.
Avengers.
That's
Mhm.
right. Next time you're on, we want to hear about your superpower. What have you
We
gained on
want to hear your
Carnivore?
superpower.
But next time, because I do see it's getting late and I don't want you to be late for work.
Thank you so much, Raven.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed this conversation. This was fabulous.
Yeah. And
It's
thanks to
my
everybody
pleasure.
in the chat. You hung in there, and we've had a ton of comments and support, and everybody really loves you and can't wait for you to be back on. So
Yeah.
definitely.
I can't. I'm gonna read the chats. Like I said, I can't see them, but I'm gonna read the chats and look at the video again when I get a break later. So I'm down to see what they got to say. Somebody had asked earlier where I'm from. I'm from Galveston, Texas. That's my
Okay.
hometown. That's where my family stays in Galveston. So,
Nice. Awesome. So I don't know. I don't think I can get the chats into the video, or I haven't figured out how to do that. So everybody here who chatted, go into the video after in the replay and just write something and make comments, because that's what we'll be able to see in the long term. All right. Deborah, any last words?
Stay black, carnivore.
Yeah. Stay black.
Until next time, stay black,
Yeah.
stay carnivore. One thing you're definitely going to do, you're definitely going to stay black. The
Yes.
carnivore part, just stick with it.
Yeah, definitely. Stick with it. All right. Bye, everybody. It was great to see you,
Bye.
and we'll see you next week. All right.
Bye.